Hi everyone and welcome. I am here with Maki, Marco Čepak and
Riccardo, Chiarion.
Hi. And this is our first attempt to record something in front of a camera. We decided to call it Jazz Guitar District, which is a kind of ideal place to talk about our passion, which is guitar.
Yeah, we like to not to talk just to ourselves all the time, and we like to share to the world, to you. So anything, if you want to write comments or anything, any questions, we would like to reply, and any ideas, anything we would like to share.
So we are just trying to understand what we really want to do, but I hope anyway you can understand what we are going to explain. And today we decided to talk about the Dorian mode in C and how to improvise in this context. So would you like to play Dorian mode?
Yeah, so Dorian mode.
I play the C minor chord for you and you play the notes. And you can also download the PDF file if you want from our Facebook group Jazz Guitar District, and you will find the link in the description here on YouTube. So I play for you the C minor 7th chord.
So I'm playing. It is actually the minor scale that's the closest to the major scale in a major tonality from the 7 modes. So it only has flat 3rd and flat 7.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
it's similar to a major scale, but with the flat 3rd and flat 7. Yeah, this is a way to think.
I mean, because the other minors in the major tonality have other altered notes.
Yeah, in fact,
this
we will talk about them in other episodes.
Yeah.
This is the first one, and we would like to talk about Dorian. So this is the scale. Would you like to explain degrees that we play in the scale?
Yes, it's 1, 9, 2, second,
major 9,
flat 3, 4, perfect 5th, major 6. This is the characteristic note of the Dorian. Flat 7, which is the characteristic of the minor.
So maybe the most particular note in this case is the major 6th on this minor 7th chord.
Yeah. Because we are used to play, when we think of minor 7 chord, we think always 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. But this one has this particular sound.
We can play the major 6th or major 13th. We have 2 names for this degree, for this note. Okay, so talking about notes, did you you were saying now only degrees, I think. Would you, or do you say also notes?
I didn't say notes.
C, D,
E
flat,
F, G, A, B,
flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the sound. Would you like to improvise something? Just a few notes?
Yeah. So.
So if you want to explain what you just did, what in an easy way, the first process in your mind when you improvise on a scale like this, what is?
I actually thought about the chords, the notes of the chord. So I thought about the arpeggio. 1, flat 3, 5, 6.
Okay, so the first approach.
And then the scale, and mixed the notes from the scale, but mostly as using the chord notes as target notes.
Okay.
So I can play the scale and do some intervals inside the scale, or intervals of fifth. But I would use target notes as as the notes to rely to get the sound of the Dorian sound.
But do you usually hear these notes in your mind before playing them?
Of course.
So you try to sing in some way, some melodies, connected with all of these thoughts that you can have, intervals and arpeggios.
I always hear the characteristic 13 or 6.
It's the same that I do when I improvise. Mostly try to connect my musical thoughts, my melodies in my mind to what I can play on guitar, of course. So the beginning suggestion could be sing the scale,
and try to play it in some different positions.
Okay. So, for example, how many positions do you know to play a Dorian?
I mean, I to not have any holes on my neck, to really know every corner, because when you improvise and you find yourself in a certain position of the neck, in this, for example, in the Dorian chord, and you don't want to ruin your musical idea, because maybe you don't know where to go. So I like to know every corner. So to me, I think the easiest way is to think as the roots, like on the last two strings. Maybe this is not the right way, but this is how I like to think. Like the root is here, the root is here, and according to this root, I would like to know the arpeggio of the Dorian. So in every way, so you can go 1 3 5 or 1 3 5 or 1 3 5 or we can go here 1 3 5 and therefore we proceed. This is 6. And so and then I try to connect the I see here 1 3. This is 1 3, but I see here 5, so I could go
different ways to play
this.
the same arpeggio.
So we can play like
While I, for example, for doing this, I have a slightly different approach, because I prefer that is okay for me too, but I look in each position 5 frets mostly, for the combinations of fingerings that I find to play those notes at the end, so I play the arpeggio in the first box, then I move it to the second, and I play, then I move to the third, and I go on always chromatically to look for different shapes.
So you actually you play every angle.
This is very important to me too.
I mean, I also did this box. I mean, this is the basic. You need to do in the box of the 5 frets maybe,
5 frets,
or 4 frets. I don't. And then you eventually you start playing like horizontally. Connecting the boxes. Also along the strings.
I was checking, for example, to play a minor 7 chord. I was checking this game of combinations, playing 2 notes on a string and 3 notes on the other. So, for example, if I start from C and I play from G, to play C minor 7 always. So the notes are C, E flat, G, and B flat, and then I start from G because it's the lowest one that we have on guitar, and I play G, B flat, 2 notes on this string, then I go on the next and I play 3 notes, C, E flat, and G, and then I play 2 notes, B flat and C, and on the next I play 3 notes, then I play 2 notes, and then 3. And doing this we can play in a really extended arpeggio.
Yeah.
And we can do the same also inverting. So playing 3 notes, for example, on the lowest, and then 2 notes, and then 3 notes, and then 2 notes, and then 3 notes, and then 2 notes. So this is something I discovered just thinking to numbers and where to place notes. So if we play 2 and 3, it could be nice for an arpeggio up to the 7th.
And
extended to the
it's
7th.
you can also start with 2 for every string.
Yeah, of course.
So it's very symmetric.
Yeah,
You have and you have the same pattern.
Yeah. So we are playing just arpeggios, not scales in this case, and they are kind of pillars that we can use to build a melody in each harmonic setting. So in this case, pillars are root, minor third, perfect fifth, and minor 7. And the other 3 notes are extensions.
Extension notes,
And we call it 9th, D note, perfect 11th or perfect 4th, the F note, and major 13th or major 6th, the A note.
Which is the most characteristic.
In this case,
that distinguishes the Dorian mode to other minor chords.
So we were talking about position. So we have found 2 different ways to work in, or more than 2 different ways. The boxes, 5 frets.
Yes.
And your way is starting from roots and looking for arpeggio.
Like using the visual concept of the guitar, because I mean the horn players cannot do that, but I always wanna take advantage of the visual concept. But it becomes kind of MIDI to me then, like I see everything in shapes, but the most important thing is that I can hear what I see. So if I think Dorian, I take, okay, this is C, and I see the 1, 3, 5, 13, and all around these two roots. And I can hear what I see. It's kind of guitaristic way.
So I would like to remind you that we are going to create a PDF file for some of the topics that we are talking about here, and just some of them, because there are too many maybe sometimes. So just to have some information about where we play some of the material that we are playing here as an example. So remember that you will find this PDF file following the link in the description. It will be on our Facebook group, Jazz Guitar District, and there you can download every PDF file. Go into the file section in the group. Okay, so would you like to improvise for a while?
Okay.
On C minor 7, maybe can you improvise using one technique? I don't know, maybe intervals. Maybe.
Just intervals.
Just to create a sound that we can understand how you build it. Maybe some intervals. Which interval do you want to?
Let's start with the thirds, which
thirds.
is the closest.
Okay. So thirds means that Maki is not going to play the scale note after the other, one note after the other, but skipping one note. So if he plays root, then he will play third, and then from the second, that's the sound that we are going to create. And let's check it.
Okay.
I play the chord for you. And if you go to fourths, So different sounds within the same scale.
Yeah.
Just because you are organizing these sounds using different intervals. Yeah. So this is really something important.
It's like melodic cells, and then that you develop.
For example, I usually, when I practice this kind of topic, I try to sing it while I play it. So if I play third, just to be aware of the sound of these intervals. And if I play fourth, and so on. And I try in this way to create a mindset to reach the level where I can play something in my mind before playing it on my guitar.
Yes, you actually record yourself in your brain the sounds. The sounds. It's not too much of thinking what I'm doing now, like it's the sounds that you. And
what's, in your opinion, the best way to record these sounds in your brain?
I mean, your brain, when the brain hears, it records, so it's just practice.
But I have a theory about this.
Oh, really?
The slower you go, the slower you go, the faster you learn.
Yeah.
When it's about sounds.
That's for sure, but this is for everything, I think, because the brain really absorbs like 100% everything when you go slower.
Yeah.
If you go fast, there is always something missing,
and maybe about sounds, talking about sounds, maybe also thinking about some impressions that you have when you play thirds, and some other impressions that you could have if you play fourths. Does it sound more open, more strict, more soft, more, I don't know, different impressions?
To me, fourths sound more sharp, not so soft. Fourth. And thirds sound almost like playing a scale. Like scalar way of thinking, not interval way of sound. But the fourth is really open, because the inversion of 4 is fifth, and it sounds like.
And the sixth are really melodic to me, for example. So when you want to create something really melodic, if you use some sixths in your improvisation, you
six
can.
are the most melodic also to me.
And anyway, these are just opinions, because everyone could have a different sensibility and can find his or her own levels to put on each interval, on each sound, in music, I think. So these are our personal opinions. But I would invite everybody to really try to play all the intervals in every position of the neck. So the brain is recording the sounds, but also you are really learning the positions at the same way. In the same way. True. That's true.
So if you start here, then you go here, and then you play fourth, and you play fifth, sixth. In every position, and you're really learning very well the positions while the brain is recording the sounds.
In fact, we are going to connect some movements that we do on guitar with some particular sounds, and the more we connect these two things, the more we are going to play melodies that we can imagine in our brain first. So this is really cool. So another thing that we wanted to talk about is how a Dorian mode could be similar to a minor pentatonic scale, for example.
That's right.
Because in the Dorian mode we also have the minor pentatonic scale. If I play these notes, I am playing the arpeggio. If I add the perfect fourth, I am playing the minor pentatonic scale in C. So, yeah.
So you're just with the pentatonic scale, you add
the
like
fourth, the perfect fourth, F in this case.
which would be like this sound.
Yeah, this kind of sound where Maki is playing the fourth on top. Yeah. And so when we play the pentatonic scale, we are just avoiding playing the ninth, the major ninth, and the major 13th, which are the other two notes that we need to play the Dorian mode.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we just took out the second, the ninth, and the 13, and it becomes pentatonic.
Yeah.
And you add.
So if you already know the fingerings for a pentatonic scale, for example in C, you can add the major ninth and the major 13th, and you're playing the Dorian mode. This could seem easy, but as we talked now, you can start practicing intervals on the scale. We can start singing the scale. We can start improvising using only some kind of intervals. We can concentrate our attention on which notes are taken from the arpeggio, the basic arpeggio, which are the pillars of our melodies, and so on. So the Dorian mode could seem something really simple, basic, but to tell the truth, it is not, because we can really play a lot of different things. Right?
Yeah.
And we can try to connect with these sounds, which is maybe the most important aspect of music.
Of course.
Not only fingers moving on a fretboard.
Yeah.
Running on a fretboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you're learning any scale, like we're talking about minor, it's not only learning the fingering, it's also memorizing the grades according to the root. This is something very important to me. I mean, to me it's not just learning. It's like, okay, this is 3 according to this, because it's the distance of
minor
third. Okay, this is 5th. Okay, I can get 5th here also. So in this way only. Okay, this is 4th. It could be like this. The 5th could be. So it's not only the fingering of the scale that I learned, but it's also the seeing according to the root. Where is the 5th? Where is the 4th?
This map, this kind of map.
This is really important, because when you improvise, a lot of times you don't think of scale. You just know it's Dorian. So where is the minor third? Where is the 6th? According to my bass, to my roots. All over the neck. Where is the 6th? Okay, is this? Is this according to this is not so. This.
A good exercise that I try to do also with my students at school is based on playing a really easy pattern that touches all the notes of the mode, something similar to this. This one in particular, not similar, this one, which is root, minor third, perfect 5th, minor 7th, and root one more times, then only the arpeggio going up, and then coming back down with the major 13th, perfect 11th, major 9th, and then minor 3rd and perfect 5th to close the phrase on the harmony of this C minor 7.
So it's arpeggio, and then you're going down using extension notes. 6, 11, 9.
And then 3rd and 5th. 3rd and 5th.
So it's
but without the root, like that. And then I suggest practicing it in each fingering. So if I play it, then I move it.
So you are moving like now from 6 to
I'm going in
6.
the different boxes. So in the first box, then I start from the 2nd fret, third.
Which would be the same one, right?
No, it's a little bit different because the
because
A note
yeah.
is in a different fret. And then I go on the fourth, which is the same, the fifth, of course. And then I go on the seventh fret, and so on. Just to be aware of each degree of the pattern.
Yeah, because you keep in mind the degrees of the pattern.
In fact.
This is very nice.
Yeah. And then the next idea is to transpose it to each key, but this is a different topic that we don't want to talk about today. Okay, so just to show something more, what chord can we use to comp on a Dorian mode? Which is your favorite, maybe?
I mean,
chord
you can use the tetrads, but you switch the 7 to 6 or the 5th to 6.
So this is your approach. So it becomes a minor 6.
This is just an idea. It becomes a minor 6.
Minor 6.
Yeah. So every tetrad that you learn, one, like this is one.
But do you do this moving the minor 7 to the 6th, or you play the 6th instead of the minor 7? Do you want to
Sometimes I would keep both if I move 5th to 6.
Okay, that's another good approach.
Sometimes I move 7 to 6. It's different. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So can you play?
Yeah, I mean, if this is
most popular position for you, the basic position for you of a C minor 7, if you have one.
The most basic positions would be drop 2 tetrads, I think.
Can you play?
So.
Okay, this is a minor 7.
These are the inversions of minor 7.
Yeah.
The basic tetrads. 1, 3, 5, 7.
Yeah.
With the second highest note dropped an octave down, because it's easier to play.
Because I usually play this position when I want someone to be sure about a really Dorian mode, and sometimes I alternate.
Yeah, this is more advanced. This is more advanced.
Okay, but I was talking about how to sound Dorian.
How to sound Dorian, yeah.
For a minor 7th chord.
Yeah, I mean, I started with and now I think you did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me that would be like a tetrad.
Yeah.
Or maybe in this position. Yeah, it's not. You moved 5 to 6.
Yeah, in fact.
And
you can
7,
play the root.
7 to 9.
Yes.
And play the root.
Yeah.
You moved 7 to 9 and 5 to 6.
Yeah. Maybe an easier way is also this one, which is really easy because I'm playing the C minor 7 that everyone knows. But with my pinky I play the A note on the second string, just to have this sound.
Or you can start only with the guide notes 1, 3, 7, and just lower the 6. And maybe then you can repeat the third or use an extension 9, or 1, or 3, or 11.
So now nice sounds that we can use.
But the approach, from the tetrads is just moving the 7th to, or you can, you can move 7 to 6. You can also move 5 to 6. That would be. Or you can also move 9.
Of course.
If 1 to 9. You get this. I moved 5 to 6, 1 to 9. And kept the 7th. But I hit the bass.
So many positions on guitar, of course, we can find. But basically, maybe the basic advice could be play in some way, find a way to play minor 3rd, minor 7th, root, and the major 13th somewhere on the guitar.
Anything you develop is from the very basic stuff. So to me, when you go really advanced, it's actually always thinking of the basic stuff.
Step up first.
And then you move.
I totally agree.
Because lots of times I don't use shapes that I'm used to. I just do in the moment. And the thing that I really like, if I played a Dorian sound, I wouldn't play so often all the notes.
Yeah.
I would do this because it creates movements.
You split it in
intervals. into the two by because
This is another topic.
Yeah,
We will talk maybe in another video. So Maki, what do you think? This is an experiment for us. So if you like, please write a comment or push the like button. And if you are not, subscribe if you want. We are sharing our thoughts because guitar and music are our passion, and we want to share it.
Yeah, we really like to share everything with you. So please write comments, please write questions, anything.
And these videos, sorry, Maki.
No, I just saying anything you want to know, and maybe also they can suggest what they would like to talk about.
Of course, if we can, if you can talk about what you suggest, it would be nice. Remember that we are doing this. We are now beginning this path together, doing these videos, and you can find the videos on 2 different channels because we are going to upload it on Maki's channel and on my channel. So if you want to subscribe to both, you know that we will surely appreciate it, and you can find the links in the description for our channels.
That's it.
Cool. I think, I don't know, it's an experiment, but if you like it, please let us know.
Okay.
See you
See
in
ya.
the next video. Bye. Bye. Bye.